What's up, people? Happy Thursday. Weekend is almost here, thank God. Um, so yeah, let's get into this episode, man. Um, where the fuck do I start? It was some shit going on. I like this whole Man Lander storyline at this moment. It's kind of like a fun kind of thing that they're doing. It's something different. At first, I wasn't really feeling it because it had like a slow start to it, but now I'm feeling it. I like it. See, that's what I'm saying. I might not like a storyline at first, but if you can reel me in, I changed my mind about it. I think it's cool. It's pretty fun. The only thing I don't like, even with Nina, the fact that Nina keeps trying to, bring up Maxie or whatever, talking about how Maxie up and left her husband. I hate how they keep trying to make it seem like Maxie was selfish in moving to Portland. I could see if she up and moved to California for a job, then maybe I would say she was being a little selfish. But she moved to Portland not for just a job. She moved there because that's where her daughter lives. And she gets to work and see her daughter every day. So that's like the best of both worlds for her. You know what I mean? I don't get why they don't understand that. Nathan tried to imply before a few episodes back that she's there with Spinelli or whatever. I'm like, if she wanted to be with Spinelli, she would have been with Spinelli a long time ago. She's not there for Spinelli. Why do people keep acting like she's there for other reasons besides her daughter? It's like her daughter lives there. Duh, idiots. And if Nathan really, I feel like Nathan's the one being selfish. He could easily move to Portland if he really wanted to be with his wife so damn bad. He ain't got no ties to Port Charles. The only ties he has there is Nina. That's it. I mean, really, she could visit Portland whenever she wants to see you. Nina's a grown ass woman. It ain't like you got a child that lives in Port Charles, so you have to stay. You could be a cop anywhere. So if you really wanted to be with your wife on a permanent basis, then pack up and move your ass to Portland. That way you could be with your wife, be a cop, and get to know your stepdaughter better. Hello, the best of both worlds. Duh. It's like they stupid. It's like, come on. Stop trying to make Maxie out to be the bad person like she being selfish. No, she's not being selfish. She's putting her child first. She gets to see her kid every day and work. She has it all right now. The only thing missing is her damn husband because he's being selfish and choosing not to move there. And there's nothing keeping him in Port Charles. He, like I said, you could be a cop in Portland. You could be a detective there. They always got cop jobs wherever you go. So it ain't like you can't transfer jobs. Like, yeah, you can. Didn't he used to work for the NYPD and he transferred from the NYPD to the PCPD? Same thing you did with the NYPD, transferring to the PCPD, you could transfer to the Portland Police Department. Duh. Um. It was funny as fuck though how Amy tried to block Nina from going into the room or whatever to see who was in there because Crimson is doing an exclusive article for Man Landers, for the new book and stuff like that. And I guess she's gonna be interviewing Man Landers. So she found out Man Landers is actually her brother. But they just, Amy explained the situation to her and stuff like that, and she said it was commendable because her brother did serve, our country and stuff, which is so true. Because a lot of veterans just get tossed to the side. You know what I mean? Like they risk their lives for all of us, and they just get tossed to the side like they ain't shit. And I do think it's fucked up because it happens in real life, and I'm happy that the writers are touching up on this. You know what I mean? Like they're bringing it up, and I do think it's a good thing. Um, because it's true. Veterans get tossed to the side like they're not shit. They lose their housing. They, don't have a lot of money coming in. I feel like that's fucked up. Like some of these people literally blew their damn hands off for our safety in our country. You know what I mean? Like, and what do they get for it in return? I think it's a little jacked up. I think it's a lot jacked up about it. Um, I'm glad with this storyline, at least they're bringing it up. They're, shedding light on it. And I think that's a good thing. Um, and I do hope this thing works out for Amy. She can get her money, but Amy made it clear that there's nothing sexually going on between her and Nathan. She would never cheat with a married man, and Nathan would never cheat on Maxie with anybody. He loves Maxie, even though he's acting like a jackass. Yo, before I continue, seriously, get you some of this. green tea with honey. Green tea with honey and ginseng. This is like the blazingest tea I've ever tasted. Like this, yo, you know how many cans of this shit I buy? Like, look, like this is the empty one. This is the full one. I just bought this one. This is the empty. I got so many cans of this stuff. It's ridiculous. Like I drink this shit on a regular. Um, it's like the best fucking thing to drink. So blazing. And it's better when you put it in a freezer. It's so fucking cold, yo. I love cold drinks. Like when you put this shit in the freezer, it like so fucking cold. Like it's crazy because with green tea, you could leave this out all day long in the heat, and you go to drink it, it's still fucking cold. It ain't even hot. It's still cold. I need to get me another can of that. I'm about to drink that shit in like 2 seconds. I need me another can. Um, I'm about to start buying that shit by the case. But anyway, moving on from that. So Dante is questioning Ava. Ava is not saying a word. I felt like Dante was trying to guilt trip her. Dante, everything he said to her, it was a tactic. He made it seem like he sympathized with Ava, like he cared about Ava. That shit was a tactic. He was just trying to get her to snitch. Not only on herself, but on Scott too. He was trying to get her to snitch. That's what he was trying to get her to do. And it's a total cop tactic. I seen this shit play out on so many cop shows. They try to act sympathetic towards a person that they want to arrest and all that just to get a confession out of him. Ava wasn't taking the bait. Ava was like, I ain't got shit to say to you. Absolutely nothing. So that's when Scott comes in. Dante leaves. He's watching them from the window. And, Scott basically, was checking in on Ava, but he wanted to know if Ava snitched. I don't believe Ava kept telling him she didn't snitch, but Scott was, kept asking her because he wanted to make sure. I was like, Scott, if she would have snitched on you, Dante would have gladly put your ass in handcuffs right now. If she snitched on you, he would have gladly locked you up. Obviously, she didn't tell on you. Otherwise, you'll be in cuffs right now. But Ava, I didn't believe Ava was ever gonna snitch on him because even though Ava said it herself when she was in the bed crying and stuff, she told Scott, like, we've been allies and we've been enemies. So they're basically, they've come a long way in their relationship. They're basically friends at this point. So I doubt she would snitch on him. And if she snitched on him, she would have to snitch on herself. You see what I'm saying? So both of them would be in a jail cell right now. So if she snitched on him, she got to tell on herself. So obviously she ain't say shit. Snitch on you, she got to snitch on her. So Scott should know better. But Scott is worried because he know damn well if it ever came out that he helped her cover this shit up, he could lose his legal license. Fuck being suspended. His license ain't even gonna be suspended. It's just gonna be revoked. Like he's gonna lose his legal license permanently. He could lose it altogether. Alexis's license was just suspended for a year. His could be terminated. You know, Covering up a crime like this. You could lose your fucking law license behind that shit permanently. So he's trying to, cover his ass basically, making sure, all his ducks are in a row. Cause he know without his law license, what else is he gonna do? He ain't a businessman. He ain't no singer. He can't act. Well, the actor can act, but you know what I mean. Scott Baldwin, no. So yeah, so he's trying to cover his ass. But, Dante's just pissed, him and Bobby was talking. Bobby would love to see Ava get the maximum sentence for what she did to Morgan. And Dante wants her to go down too, but he just feels like it might not happen. But, Bobby was basically trying to tell Dante, live your life, let it go. You have no evidence, you might not get no evidence. You have really nothing at this point, so let it go. You got a son, you got a stepdaughter, your mother's getting married, you got a lot going on in your personal life, so just enjoy your life. And she was like, that's what Morgan will want. But he's worried about what Sonny's gonna do if they can't put her in prison. And Bobby told Dante, don't worry about Sonny. You can't let Sonny influence your decisions as a cop, which is true. You can't. You do the best that you can. If you can't get a conviction, oh well. Sonny already said even if she don't go to prison, he's happy that she's miserable. She's burnt up. She's in agony. She's in pain all the time. That's good enough for Sonny right now to watch her be miserable. That's how Sonny wants her. So for Sonny, he's basically getting his justice. So anyway, speaking of Sonny, Spencer went to go see Sonny about taking out Valentine. I love the way Sonny handled that. He basically told him, that's not what your father would want. And it's true. Nicholas would never want Spencer going into a life of crime. Because once you go into a life of crime, Sonny's right. It's hard to get out of it once you're in it. You know, look at Sonny. He started in a life of crime at a young age, and look at him 20, 30 years later. He's still in the business, still in the crime world. So it's like, that's not what Nicholas ever wanted for Spencer. We all know that. He didn't want Spencer to turn out like Sonny. He wanted Spencer to be a good man. Maybe a businessman, a doctor, whatever the hell Spencer wanted to be. As long as it's not a criminal, Nicholas was cool with it. Hell, you could be a circus clown for all he cared, as long as it ain't illegal. I mean, like, seriously. But, Nicholas had high hopes for Spencer. And Spencer is a very intelligent kid. I get what everybody be complaining about Spencer. They feel he's too grown at a young age. He's too smart mouthed. He's too this. He's bratty. He's this. But let me tell you something about Nicholas Belcho, the actor that plays Spencer. He's a hell of an actor for his young age. He's in scenes literally every day with heavy hitters in the daytime world, and he holds his own. How many kids his age can say that they can do that? Not many child actors can sit in a scene with legendary daytime actors and knock that shit out the park every episode. Not every child actor can say that they can do that. Nicholas Becho is killing that shit. He's killing it. Like, he's young and he knows his lines. He's always on point. Him being bratty or whatever, I think that's just the way the writers are writing the character. That's the way that they want the character, as bratty. But I just don't find him that bratty. I just find him intelligent. He's a little smart. He's, smart mouthed. But, he's a highly intelligent kid. You can't knock a kid for being that smart. You know, that's, it is what it is. Um, I love that cake that he was eating though. That cake Sonny got him when they was at the Paluzzo's, the restaurant, and Sonny got him that cake. That cake looked good as fuck. See, I'm fat. What you gonna do? I ain't fat, but I'm whatever. But that cake looked blazing. I'm just saying. So Sonny told him about him shutting down the restaurant, him selling it or whatever, and Spencer was upset about it because he was like, basically, you without the restaurant is like me without Windermere. You know what I mean? I really can't see Sonny selling that restaurant either. He's had that restaurant for the last 8 years now. I can't really see him selling that restaurant. He's owned it now for 8 years. It's basically a staple at this point. I like that restaurant, but it is what it is. And I love the way every episode, I love the way Laura handles Spencer. She basically threatened to send his ass to a boarding school in Montana that has no digital, nothing, no type of electronics. And she told him that she threatened to fire his driver if he keeps trying to bully his driver to do whatever he wanted him to do. Um, so he agreed to, act right, wisen up. But when they went back to Kelly's and stuff, Kevin basically told Laura, Spencer gonna keep trying to get rid of Valentine. He's gonna keep trying. They not stupid, and I think that's smart that they're not underestimating Spencer. As many times as they've spoken to Spencer about this, and he keeps saying, "Okay, okay, I'll stop." They know he gonna do it again. You know what I mean? Like, they know it. They know he's not gonna drop it. It's funny. They know he's not gonna drop it. But I do love Kevin and Laura's relationship. What I wish though is that for the next episode or episodes down the line, they have some quality time without Spencer, because all their scenes basically revolve around Spencer. And I just want to see Kevin and Laura, go out on dates alone. You know what I mean? So we get more romance from the two of them because I like them together. Um, so anyway, Carly was arguing with Jocelyn again about Sonny. Jocelyn's pissed and she basically told her mother that she's not moving in with Sonny again and she wants to go live with her father. Carly told her she can go for the summer, but she don't know about going permanently. But Jocelyn wants to go. So she told Jocelyn that she has to go back to Lila's kids and Jocelyn didn't want to go now. And Carly basically told her, I don't care what you want. You're going back to Lila's kids. You chose to be a camp counselor. You're going to honor that commitment. The thing that pissed me off about Jocelyn the most was the fact that she said, I have to do everything you say, but you get to do whatever you want. Yeah, that's how it works when you're a child. You're a child, Carly's the adult. She gave birth to you, not the other way around. You have to do what she said. She, number one, she pays the bills. You financially depend on her. So yeah, you have to do what the fuck she said. You financially depend on her for your cell phone bill. Who you think pays your cell phone bill? Who you think pays for you to get on an Uber every day? Your mother. Carly pays for all of that. How you think Jocelyn can get an Uber every single day? Because of Carly. She uses Carly's credit card, I'm sure. Because you have to have a credit card or somewhat to use Uber. So obviously you use your mother's. So yeah, you're the child, she's the parent. Get over it. Like I said before, I get where Jocelyn's coming from. She can't stand Sonny because of what Sonny did to her father. Okay, I respect it, but you're not an adult. Who are you to tell your mother what you ain't gonna do? As long as she pays the bill and put clothes on your back, and I'm sure they're not cheap clothes, you do what the hell she tell you to do. There's no negotiation. There's no conversation. Carly tell you to do something, you do it. Point blank. Unless you're gonna get a job and pay half the bills. Once you do that, then you could be grown. Until then, you do what the hell she tell you to do. Case closed. But so Carly goes to the restaurant to see Sonny and tells Sonny about how Jocelyn threw a party and the fact that she wants to go live with Jax. Sonny wants to go talk to Jocelyn. I agree with Carly. I think that would be a horrible idea because that's just gonna blow up in everybody's face. Um, what I can't stand about Sonny in today's episode is the fact that he keeps saying, "Oh, Jocelyn to get over it." Sonny, no, she's not. Like you don't understand the bond that she has with her father. She loves her father. Number one, she's her father's only child. They spend a lot of time together. She loves her father. She adores Jax. So for you to sit there and act nonchalant over it is what's gonna piss her off more. Cause you just had her father deported and you don't even care. And you think she shouldn't care. That's her father. Like seriously. So if you go to prison, Michael and Dante shouldn't care. Christina shouldn't care. They should act nonchalant about it. Of course they're gonna care. You're their damn father. Of course they're gonna be upset, you moron. Um, then Sonny gonna ask Carly, "Do you really think Jax would okay Jocelyn living with him?" Yeah, I think he would. Number one, that's the whole reason Jax wanted custody 6 years ago. The whole reason he wanted custody was because he didn't want his daughter around Sonny, because he's a danger to her. That's the whole reason he wanted full custody. So now you had him deported. You really think he's not gonna be okay with his daughter living with him? Hell yeah, he wants his daughter living with him. I believe Jax would okay it. I believe he would. Why wouldn't he? He doesn't want his daughter around Sonny. And I'm pretty sure at this point he's pissed about Carly still being with Sonny because I'm pretty sure he's going to get word at some point. Jocelyn's going to let him know that Carly's staying with Sonny, so that's going to make him even more mad. And of course, Jax is going to want Jocelyn to live with him. Why wouldn't he? But anyway, this was a pretty okay episode. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know, and I'll see you all later. Have a good day.